If you're stuck at the same level for months with your Facebook ads, it's probably about this one thing you're missing entirely. When you're making your ads, the thing you want to talk about is not your product. Instead, it is a desire that your audience has, and presenting your product as a means to reach that desire. So the first important thing to understand, people scrolling through Facebook are not thinking about your product at all. They're thinking about the problem they're living with every single day. And the moment you can describe that problem better than they can describe it themselves is the moment you'll be able to unlock those new audiences that can take you over 30k a day. That's the shift. From here is what this product does, to here is exactly what you're going through, and here is the life on the other side of it. So you stop being just another ad and start feeling like a message written directly to them. And of course, I'll show you the AI prompt we use that works for any product and any niche to make this possible. So let's get straight into this. Why is this important? So you have ad 1. The ad says the following. Here's the best product I found for acne. Salicylic acid, fast acting, dermatologist tested, blah 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 blah. Who cares? No one cares probably. A lot of people don't even know what is salicylic acid. Let's look at the ad number 2. Example number 2. I hate going to school with acne. You know that feeling when you wake up, go to wash your face, and they are staring right back at you in the mirror every single morning. You just want to rip your face off to get rid of them. You can actually feel the pain of this person. And if you have, even if you don't have this pain point, you can feel. Just imagine what the person with this exact thing happening to them feels. And then after this, you would of course present your product as a solution. You'll introduce some social proof, some before and after pictures, to actually show how your product bridged the gap. It got them to their actual desire. So let's look at one more example. You have first the ad for a weight loss supplement. The first ad, boring. Here's the best supplement I found for weight loss. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. No one cares about it. Yeah, this will target a portion of the audience, those who are actively looking for weight loss supplements. That's how the new Andromeda algorithm works. I mean, it's not new anymore, it's been 6 months. But it's not what's going to take you to 30k days. It's not going to take you to 1 million spend a month. What you're looking for is actually to talk about their desires. You want to talk about the end state. So you want to talk about their pain points. You want to talk about their daily experiences. So let's look at the ad number 2. How would you do that ideally? So I'm so tired of sucking in my stomach every time someone takes a photo. You know that moment when everyone pulls out their phone. So you're talking about their daily experience. You're already angling your body, crossing your arms, hiding behind someone. So these are the actual stories. These are the actual pain points that an overweight person might experience. So this relates to much bigger portion of the audience. So imagine like people actively looking for weight loss supplements. Like that's probably 5% of all the people that are actively looking to lose the weight. So at least most of your ads, at least 95% of your ads need to focus on this. This is how you expand. This is how you unlock new audiences. This is how we do it for every brand. So for example, there's a brand spending $500 to $1,000 a day. That's not that big of a spend. This is the single number one unlock that helps them. So we're linking their core human desire. They just want to lose the weight. So first, we're going to twist the knife. We are going to talk about the problems they're experiencing because of the extra weight. And then we are going to just present our solution as one of the solutions that worked for someone. This reaches at least 10 times more people than ad number 1 would ever be able to reach. Let's look at just one more example. I think I've proven my point, but just in case. So here is the best teeth whitening kit, blah 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 blah. Results. Okay, that's great. That's all of that's great, but 5% of your time is looking for teeth whitening kit actively. What about those people that just hate that their teeth are not white? Um, I literally smile with my mouth closed in every single picture. You know, when someone cracks a joke and everyone's laughing, and you're just sitting there doing that weird lip thing because you don't want anyone to see your teeth. Uh, Everyone who's watching now, you must know at least one person that's doing this. And then someone says, "Why don't you ever smile?" And you just want to disappear. So this is the real life experience. This is something that people are experiencing every day. So after you twist the knife this much, you just wanna present your solution. Here is our solution. This might be able to help you. Of course, not every single person has this problem. Not every single person that wants to whiten their teeth is not smiling with it in their picture. Maybe someone has some other desire. And you might ask yourself, of course, how do I come up with these desires? A lot of it is from research, but there are a few prompts that can make it easier. So now let's see how I do that. So this is the exact prompt I use for this kind of work. Let's first go over it and then let me show you how it works. First of all, of course, you want to establish who they are working for and who the persona is. Then, of course, link the product page and then explain the before and after state. Of course, if it's something more complicated, it is very important that you explain this here in detail, or the prompt won't give you the result you're looking for. And then please help me exaggerate the state they're currently in, so before state. So someone has acne, let's exaggerate it. And their pain points by linking them to core human desires as defined by Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So there is 16 of these. I'm not going to go through every single one. You can look it up, but this is what's important for AI. Then let's define the output. List 3 to 5 very specific emotional or psychological frustrations this person is experiencing before using the product. Then link each one to a core human desire and explain why you did that. It's important to, of course, for him to explain, because there can be sometimes artifacts, and then it can lead you to a completely wrong direction. Suggest 2 or 3 hooks that are personal to the viewer and are consistent with their daily experience. So you're going to learn exactly what they are experiencing day to day. And finally, give me 2 to 3 made up story ideas that viewer could relate when reading, and not just relate, but say this is exactly what's happening to me. Without explaining what this does, you'll see in a second. So I've picked a random skincare brand that I found online, so let's make an ad for them. This is the brand I found. First, we are going to exactly write what the brand is. And I've searched this brand, and they're targeting basically teens and their parents who are struggling with acne or blemishes. So this can be 2 completely different personas. So one is parents, one is teens. I'm going to focus on teens because you can basically more vividly explain their experiences than from a parent standpoint. We're going to say targeting young people. Next, let's link a product page, and let's briefly explain what this helps. This is pretty straightforward because this is extremely simple product. This will be the same as this. If it was something more complicated, then you need this line here. It's redundant. And let's see what the prompt gives us. Okay, now that it's done generating, let's look what the prompt gave us. These are some of the frustrations first. So this is something that you would get from just doing basic Reddit research. I can't even look people in the eye anymore. When your skin is breaking out, you internalize it as something being fundamentally wrong with you, not just your skin. Every conversation feels like other person is staring at your blemishes instead of listening to what you're saying. So you see how you can turn this into a story. So practically how I would turn this into a hook. I can't even look people in the eye anymore. Of course, you're not mentioning the pain point. So you just add, because of my blemishes, I cannot even look people in the eye anymore. Because of my acne, I cannot even look people in the eye anymore. So you just got yourself a concept that you can then expand, then explain how a person goes to talk to someone, and then they start engaging in conversation, and all of a sudden they remember they have blemishes and they just start being ashamed. Second one, I stopped posting on social media. But this is a pretty general one. This can be for fat loss, so whatever. I spent hundreds on products and nothing works. This would be for us versus them script. This is not really completely top of the funnel script, but it can help a lot. Again, this is very basic. I wouldn't use this one. This again, very basic. So let's look at what kind of hooks it gave us. You ever cancel your plans just because your skin was having a bad day? Yeah, me too. This is amazing. This, like, literally you can make a whole video just from this hook, starting with this hook and then just add on to it. I used to track my skin in every reflective surface I walked past: car windows, phone screens, bathrooms, mirrors, and rest. It was exhausting. Here, a lot of people that are self-aware actually do this with many problems. So you can remember this one generally if you're working with more than one product. This works on every beauty product. So yeah, nobody tells you the worst part about acne isn't the acne. It's waking up every morning and checking to see if today is going to be a good face or a bad face day. Great pain point, super personal. This is exactly my story ideas. Here, I usually get the best results over here. I already caught this bathroom timer. As we've seen in the examples, it gave us the same one. We work with a couple of skincare brands, so I know what works for them. The FaceTime decline, this is a great one also. The tagged photo, like everyone has experienced when, like, just imagine, even if you never had problem with acne, just imagine you had a bad hair that day and you were taking on a group picture. You would want it removed, but it's done. Like, that's a big pain point. So you wanna, let's say we're selling a gel, you want always to have a good hair. So some of these are pretty universal across many products. Some of them are super personal. So you just have to dig through this. Let's just generate one more, but from a parent's perspective. I always like to open a new chat for this. So the only thing we're going to change here is the target persona. So instead of the young people, we are targeting parents of young people and teens, because now we can be compliant with policies, because you cannot target teens on Facebook. So let's see. Okay, now that we have this generated, let's look at this. So remember, this is completely the same product. We didn't change anything. Same product page, same benefits, before and after state, who it helps. Everything is the same. We just added a different persona. So for each product, you would usually have 3 to 5 personas that work really well, better than every other one. And then you can go into details in those personas. You can segment them by age group, and for each age group you would make a different video, and so on and so on. Let's look at this. I watch my kid avoid the mirror every morning and it breaks my heart. So this is completely different. Like, this is from a completely different standpoint. She used to be so outgoing. Now she makes excuses not to go out with her friends. Again, completely different pain point. We spent hundreds on creams, cleansers. This is for us versus them script. He won't even look at the camera. I barely even have photos of him of this year. Something like this. Again, it's the same desire, but from a different perspective. I hear her crying in the bathroom before school, and I don't know what to say. This great pain point. It can be a super emotional video. I always look for something this super specific. So she's not saying spends too much time. It says spends 20 minutes in the bathroom every morning. It's super specific. The more specific it is, first, it's riskier, but if you get it right, much better results than if you said if your teenager spends a lot of time in the bathroom throughout the day. So if this is actually what is the truth, what's the actual experience, you will get very good performance with this. Again and again, you can look at these as much as you want. This and here, look why I said this section is the best. The school photo day meltdown. This is extremely specific. The birthday party he didn't want. Again, extremely specific. Again, okay, this FaceTime, this is very broad, but something like this. This is extremely specific story. So now you have the exact framework, you have the prompt that will help you actually make your ads better. So what is your next step? Run this prompt, do it for a couple of different personas. Don't do it just for one persona, do it for at least 2 or 3 personas that you have, and see what kind of results you get. And you can easily get 10 to 20 ads ideas that you can test literally next week. And if you haven't been making ads like this before, I can almost guarantee it's going to significantly impact your ads performance in short and long term. And if you'd like me and my team to help you with the ads, you can book a call down in the description. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.